Yeah, for me, a little family for me. You know I love you for me. Please stay with me. Yeah, for me, a little family for me. You know I love you for me. Please stay with me. Yeah, for me, a little family for me. You know I love you for me. Please stay with me. Yeah, for me. Me, for me, you know I love you for me. Please stay with me. Baby girl, I got another way I love you. Every day and night I go still the one to you. Let me be your superstar, gonna take you high to the sky. Oh, love for me, for me. You want me more fair low. Uma shisha kara, Kimbali Fiasha, you're my one desire.
A very warm welcome to all our listeners around the world. You're welcome to the Tony Tukumbo Fernandez Show, a show that promotes the true life and success stories of African and Caribbean achievers around the world. So if there's a product or initiative you wish to share, feel free to give me a call. The number is 0788 280 9005. That number once again is 0788 280 9005. Or take time to visit our website at www.tonyfernandez.co.uk. And this week we're in Helsinki, Finland, promoting the initiatives of people making a difference around the world. Watch this space for more updates. Take care, and I'll catch you soon. We're live once again in Finland, promoting the true life stories of African and Caribbeans making a difference around the world. And today we're joined by Mr. Elvis, who lives here in Finland. He's also been making his difference to people in Finland and around the world. Elvis, you're welcome to the Tony Tukumbo Fernandez Show once again. Beautiful to see you in Helsinki this afternoon. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. And you?
I'm very well.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful to have you here on the platform. For the benefit of all our listeners around the world, can you tell us a bit about yourself, your background, and the things you're most passionate about in life?
Well, my name is Elvis Fuamba, as I said earlier, and then I live in Finland for about 20 years now. I'm a landscaper in my everyday life. On the side, I'm also a founder and then chairperson of AFROFINNS. AFROFINNS is an organization that helps to promote, encourage, and then bring awareness to every single part of life, social life of Africans living in Finland.
Talking about AFROFINNS and the great work they're doing in Finland, can you tell our listeners around the world who want to know more about AFROFINNS, the core values of AFROFINNS, the vision, and what you hope to achieve in Finland?
Well, our core values are to promote, celebrate, and elevate the achievement of Africans or Finnish people of African descent living in Finland. And the mission is to do this by organizing events like business events, cultural events, identity-related events. And we do that every year. We have main events, bigger ones, and then we have smaller ones that are weekly events. So we collaborate a lot with other associations here, having the same vision, same goals. And yes, we're trying to do the best we can. We are a group of friends, mostly I would say, in the association, and we're trying to bring awareness in all the aspects of life that we feel that should be, some awareness should be brought to.
Now you have a big event happening in Finland just in a couple of months' time. Can you tell our listeners around the world a bit more about that event, where it's going to be taking place, and the whole idea of organizing this annual event?
Yes, well, we have a really big event coming, like you said. It's called AFROFINN Gala Night. It's a gala night, like the name says. Basically, this event have been taught like this to bring people together to celebrate in a certain environment, very glamorous environment, that we are not often offered here in Finland. So we wanted to bring this space to our people, and we felt that there's a good feedback from the people that attended the previous events. So we want to keep up the tradition and then make it even bigger and more prestigious. So the AFROFINN Achievement Award is coming up on November 26th, and it's going to happen here in Suomenlinna. We're standing just on the harbor here. We get the boat from here, and then the boat takes you on a 15-minute ride to the island. It's a very historical island that's been owned by Russian first and then Swedish, and now is a Finnish era, where the island is mostly like a museum, and then we have some nice old buildings and halls that we can use. So the idea is to have everybody from Helsinki and for a night celebrating our achievement in Finland. We'll have trophies, awards that we are going to be presenting to people. We have 13 categories of those, ranging from youth achievement to business achievement to lifetime achievement. So, and in between also we have entertainment. Most of the local artists will be present and delivering their own performance. So we really want you guys to remember this in November, and if you live in Finland or you're in Finland by then, please come to enjoy and then celebrate achievements with us.
Now, if people want to get in touch with you to find out more about this big event taking place in Finland, how can they reach you?
Well, the simple way I would say is to go to Facebook or Instagram, AFROFINN, or on our webpage, AFROFINN.com.
How important do you feel it is to promote the true life and success stories of Africans living in Finland?
I think it's important because it's mostly the base of every community, every society, to be able to have good basis, financial basis, economical basis. So I think we are doing pretty good here, but we also need some more basis, foundations determined and set well, so we can have a financially viable community on which we can rely. As example, when the pandemic was just hitting, so many of us went in a really bad situation. I think it's also due to the fact that our financial situation are already on stress. So when there's electric stress coming on top of that, it makes things even worse. So yes, the idea is to bring awareness in the fact that we need to be creative, more participative in every economical activity happening in this community or in this society.
Okay, so we're just about logging out now from Helsinki in Finland. On a very final note, what message you have for all our African and Caribbean listeners around the world today?
Well, for everybody listening today, I would like to say that there's a big job to be done, but also there's a big hope that I have, that I feel, that I see, that this is doable, we can do this. So I really want to encourage everybody to make your own little step into the bigger picture. It can be an everyday step or once in a month step, once in a year step, but remember to do something that advantages or benefits your community wherever you live.
Keep up the great work. We're proud of you, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
A very warm welcome to all our listeners around the world. You're welcome to the Tony Tukumbo Fernandez Show, promoting the true life stories of people making a difference around the world. If there's a product or initiative you wish to share, feel free to give us a call. The number is 0788 280 9005. That number once again is 0788 280 9005, or visit our website at www.tonyfernandez.co.uk. Last week we were in Tallinn, Estonia, and this week we are now in Helsinki, Finland, promoting the initiatives of people making a difference. And it's amazing to meet for the very first time the amazing Katja on the show today. Katja, you're welcome to the show. For the benefit of all our listeners around the world, can you tell us a bit about yourself, your background, and the things you're most passionate about in life?
Thank you so much for having me on this impromptu interview here in Helsinki. It was nice to meet you today, and hi everyone listening. So my name is Katja Presnal, and I am an entrepreneur and a marketing professional, but my real passion is helping people to achieve their dreams. And typically those dreams can be involved in entrepreneurship. So you can make money with your passion, or you can just create a business that allows you to live a life that you want to live.
Only 5 minutes ago, you were sharing a story of us about part of how your entrepreneurial journey began. And we found that very, very inspiring. Can you just kindly share with our listeners around the world how your entrepreneurial journey began and the greatest lessons you learned from that journey?
Absolutely. So I'm originally from Finland, but I left 25 years ago and had 3 children, moved around the world, and realized that one day I was a stay-at-home mom of 3 children, and I was living in a different country, not my own, and I didn't know what to do next. Like, am I ever gonna find a job anymore? So I actually sold my kids' old clothes online. That was in 2004, and I made $500 a month. And I was like, okay, this is my startup money now. What to do with that? I went and bought handbags with the $500
Wow.
and sold them online. And then the next month I made $1,000, and I took the same money back, and I did this. For 2 years. For 2 years, I had my online businesses on one of those auction sites. So I would go and buy things, and I would put them on the auction site. And I saved the money and learned everything that there is to learn on an online business. During those 2 years, until I had enough money saved to start my own website and my own e-commerce site. So during those years, for example, when you don't have money to do marketing or you don't have resources, you have to become resourceful. So I started, today it would be called a blog or content marketing, but back then it was just called a free website where I would tell stories and post pictures from my customers that they would be emailing me because they were excited to be on a website. Again, today that would be called user-generated content. You know, all of these things that I just out of almost like I had to think of something that I was able to make these online businesses work for me as I was a stay-at-home mom of 3 small children. So started my own e-commerce site. I was living in the United States at the time. I would import things from Italy, Australia, Finland to US, and I had my first viral moment when I was able to generate a lot of interest on social media and actually also in media. And with that interest, and actually one of the most important part of that interest is that I was always giving back. I was always giving back, teaching other moms especially who were doing the same things from home, whether it was learning to do online businesses or blogging, social media. I was always giving back and building these networks. So in 2008, I maybe had 5,000 followers, which back then would be same if we had 500,000 today, because all of the social media was such on the beginning, on the verge of blowing up. And during that time, the largest company in the world at the time, Walmart, contacted me after working on this for 4 years, just from an extra room in our house. Walmart contacted me, and they said that, oh, we've been following your journey. Walmart has just joined Twitter, just joined Facebook. Could you please come and help us to figure out this influencer marketing and social media? And Walmart became one of my first consulting clients, and that actually skyrocketed my consulting career. So since then, that was 2008. So since then, I have consulted Fortune 100 companies, small startups, still a lot of entrepreneurs, especially women and minorities, to help to grow their businesses. So I've even if that I was able to make it, I know what it is to make ends meet and create a business out of literally nothing or out of your kids' old clothes. I feel it's still important, no matter what position or what part of your career, to give back, because I think building these communities is important for our future.
When you talk about making ends meet, what is the greatest lessons you've learned so far in your whole entrepreneurial journey?
to not forget about money. I think there are people who are really good at focusing money, and sometimes those people can't focus on happiness, or they can't find the balance. I'm all about living life to the fullest and enjoying life, but I sometimes forget about the money part. That sometimes even if I know how to make money, sometimes I still choose the passion, and I think once I learned the lesson that actually I can do more good in the world when I also make money, it has helped me to be smarter in my business, and also help other passionate people to be smarter about their business. Not necessarily about hustling or working more and working hard, but just being a little bit smarter of building like a business model in a way that makes you more money, because with the money you can usually do more good in the world.
For the benefit of all our listeners listening around the world today, because we're just wrapping up, what services are you providing out there for people you want to consult with, and how can they get in contact with you?
So my name is Katja Presnal, and you can find me with my name on all platforms, and you can find my website called bigrichmoney.com, and where you can find more about my book, Big Rich Money, how to turn your business intentions into a profitable company. And then we also have an e-course there that teaches entrepreneurship and how to build your business foundation and marketing strategy and all of those things for entrepreneurs. So those are the best places to reach me.
Now, on a very final note, I've had the opportunity to travel to over 32 countries, and today is my first time visiting Finland. For the benefit of all our listeners listening around the world today who've never been to Finland, why should they visit Finland?
Why should they visit Finland? Well, first of all, I think nature is one of the best parts of Finland. In a lot of the parts of the world, nature it sometimes can be excluded from people. You have to maybe even pay a fee to go in a forest. But here, nature is very close. We are right now in the city of Helsinki, but you have nature within just the metro or bus drive away, that you can feel like you're in the middle of nowhere in a forest. And I think that's the experience that you can have only in the Nordics, and especially here in Helsinki. I always feel like the luxury in Helsinki is that when you can also, like, you can drink still champagne, but you are wearing wool socks and there's a fireplace going on. It's much more cozy, you know, because there's always the element of nature with you. So when you come to Helsinki, come, yes, for the design, and come for the art and all of that, but don't forget to enjoy the nature and the sea and the forest and those as well.
So nice meeting you today. We've had a very lovely lunch here, and I'm sure we'll keep on connecting in the future. Keep shining all the way, and God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
So it's been a very historical day here in Finland as we continue to promote the true life stories of people making a difference around the world in various communities. So remember, if there's a product or initiative you wish to share, feel free to give us a call. The number once again is 0788 280 9005. That number once again is 0788 280 9005. Or take time to visit our website at www.tonyfernandez.co.uk. Watch this space for more initiatives around the world, and log on to our website once again at www.tonyfernandez.co.uk. We have more guests lined up on the Tony Tukumbo Fernandez show. But for now, I'm just going to go and grab a drink.